serve our Fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes shall never be in vain. To serve with all the light, one nation loving freedom, peace and unity. So I can pray. Let our love with God belong the great Olumawu school. Let our love with God belong the great Olumawu school. The youth of our solid love with sound and sound dedication, shining like bright morning star, thanks to God and humanity. Our motto always shall be, our aim always shall be, sound education and service to mankind. Oh, sound education and service to mankind. So good. I pledge to Olumawu Basic Education School to be law-abiding, sincere and hardworking, to be of great service to God and humanity, and to be a worthy ambassador of the school, so help me God. Thank you.
Thanks so much, head girl. Before I introduce the judges, it is important for our parents to know this information. We have criteria for this reading fair competition, and the school, the reading fair coordinators are aware of everything. So according to our rubrics, we have rubrics for lower primary, upper primary, junior secondary, and senior secondary. For upper primary and junior secondary, it's the same thing apart from one thing. And our criteria for judgment is like this. For the benefit of our parents, hence you are also involved, especially for the nursery category. We have the title, the summary, the tone or mood, publisher and publishing dates, conflicts, solution or resolution. All these things are the ingredients that are needed to be there on the board. So if any of this board is lacking one or two of these ingredients, then it means the mark will be deducted. So no matter how beautiful your board is, it must follow the rubrics, the guideline for the reading fair. To recognize the presence of the principal of Olumawu School, Principal Rotimi, can we all put our hands together and recognize the principal of Olumawu School, please? Permit me to also recognize the presence of the proprietress of Olumawu School. Thank you. Our guest author, Alima, is she here? Oh, I don't think so. Okay, our guest author is Alima Musa. Okay, I will introduce her as the event unfolds. Now, our judges, we have Olumawu Ibuwe. Is he here? Okay. Alima is still there. Can we all put our hands together and introduce the judges? Ozoma Abaji. Oluwasegun Adeleke. Stephen Aka, Felicia Odogu, Matthew Joseph, Charles Madoka. Thanks, brothers, for coming. The first place winners, please. Get ready. Take position of your birds, please. The participant, please. There. Get ready. The judges will join you soon. First place winners. This direction. So you can locate your board. You have primary, lower primary, senior secondary there. Senior secondary, junior secondary, lower primary, nursery. Every school, you have one winner for each category. The winners will be there. The winners participating are the first place winners, please. This way, let us put our hands together as we welcome the Vice Principal admin of Olumawu School. Let's recognize that. Thank you. Parents, I want you to involve you for this. The board will be beautiful, right? This is the board for junior secondary school. Go ahead and start. This is the board for junior secondary category. It is just an illustration. When you get home, you should be involved as well, or you ask questions. It's very important. Main character, you can see the main character here, right? Setting. Plot summary. Here is some summary. Tone and load. See here. Publisher and publishing date. It's here. The title, Treasure Island. The content, can I see it here? Solution and resolution is over here. Author outlook is here. Student connection is here. So with this board, the board is good to go. Any selection from this ingredient, any will have to be deducted. This is the criteria that will judge our board. And our parents are involved, you should be able to understand what the reading verb is all about.
a reader. The synopsis looked good. The cover looked nice. You opened the book and began a new life. You found a new home. You met some new friends. You kept on reading, hoping it would never end. You felt all their joy and all their pain and hurt. The pages cut your fingers and the words cut your heart, like the author had a knife and was tearing your soul apart. You laughed with the characters, and with them you cried. You fell in love with them too, but with them you died. And when the book reached its end and your broken heart beat you, you suddenly realized it's not real.
Well, that's a wonderful one. You are today, and you continue to be in the next 5 years, except for two things: the book you read and the people you meet. You all agree with me that reading is an important aspect for every learner. Next, we have spoken words by Kapsil, Okoye, Temidayo, and Karen. So we have a spoken word by Damma Sani of Kano.
Constituted authority, which is to be our cardinal principle in our society. Today, it's not as its lowest in people. Honesty, where it does not pay its millions. The symptoms of the fault loom large around the horizon.
This is not what it used to be. Short, there is meaninglessness in philosophy, insecurity in politics, chaos in politics, immorality in society, corruption in economy, frustration in arts, lack of creativity in literature. This is not what North used to be, or Nigeria as a whole. Out of the country, who is leaders, they expected one another despite their political differences. Ours was a society that was morally sound, a society in which all of us were brother keepers. It is not the same today.
Today, as I have said, we are no longer ourselves. Our cultural values have been thrown overboard. Culture is the identity of the people. People often mistake culture as mere singing and dancing. No, it is much more than that. Culture is the customs and costumes, the characters and characteristics, the manners and mannerisms, the philosophy and the ideology of the people. However, in spite of life challenges, I believe we can still get over the world. I'm not a pessimist, I'm an optimist. I believe we can revive the glory days of our past by reminding ourselves of our glorious future. I see a light at the end of the tunnel, and I hope the struggle will continue.
Participating here, especially the individual parents here. Okay. Please share your insights. I know you've been here back to back, right from 2019. Am I correct? Okay, so please share your insights.
Hello everyone. I came here before in 2019 before COVID. It was a wonderful experience. That time I presented 10 years preparatory school. This time I'm presenting my daughter, Chitrakshi Banjaj. And it's a good platform for the children to present themselves, to bring them outside and more confident, more eloquent. So it's good, very good. I feel so much for your school giving us this platform. Thank you.
These students, we should share their insights. Who participated here? Brilliant. Anyone? Just share your insight. You saw the boat, right? You saw the boat. So let's show you inside.
So my insight about the book Smart Money Women is that we try to teach us about how we should do about our financial situation. We try to tell
Let me see, any other parent? Please, coordinator, please share your insight.
Good day, everyone. I think it's a good experience for everyone to see the importance of reading. I think the school is their vision should be shared almost in every school. Likewise, we are coming from Ghana Youth Technology School. We are also having as a culture, reading is a culture. And that is why my proprietors decided that we have to be here because it's part of us. And I want to encourage every school that is here that also take reading a culture so that we return the culture of reading to our system in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Wow, that is nice, thank you. We have another coordinator, please share your insights. These are here. Okay, we have a dance competition. Oh, okay, you want to share your insights with the project, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. And I really want to know everyone that at this time and age, reading culture is now really dying. And we're supposed to do whatever it takes to try to keep it alive. And actually appreciate for this picture. I think it's going to go a long way. And I pray that this succeeds generation. Thank you.
Thanks so much. and everything, okay?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Olumawu, and I'm from Adventure Schools. I'm here to present the summary of the book I read called Domia's Secret. About the author. The author is Kema Chikwe, and she's from Imo State. She received her doctorate from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. She is a journalist, editor, and publisher. She was once a minister of aviation. She is married with many children. Now, let's look into the summary, Domia's Secret. The book is centered on a 10-year-old young boy called Domia. He had a secret project and lived with a close-knit family made out of 5. The next chapter tells us that if you can accomplish his secret project, you become very famous. Chapter 3 tells us that he books a flight to Lagos with his father and spends time in the library reading books about his secret project. He tells us that his mother and his sister are waiting for him at the airport. And he also tells us that Gambia has started getting different letters from organizations that have been writing to. In last chapter, his secret project was revealed. Lo and behold, it was about the Bermuda Triangle. I show you my pictures here. Now, I'm going to tell you what is the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, or the Devil's Triangle, is located in an area of the Atlantic Ocean where a number of aircraft and ships have been said to disappear under mysterious circumstances. Now, let's look into the themes in the novel. Theme 1, secrecy. Dobia kept his project away from his family as long as he could. Theme 2, parental involvement. Their parents were very involved in their children's lives. They took time to talk to them and go with them for outings, even though their schedule was full. Number 3, theme of family. We were told in the story that there are close-knit families made up of 5. Number 4, theme of focus. Dobia was focused on his secret project and did not allow anybody in his family to distract him from carrying out his purpose. Now, let's look into the characterization. Number 1, Dobia. The main character in the story, who had a secret project, 10-year-old, ambitious, determined, and intelligent. Number 2, Nene. His lively younger sister, who found it easy to talk to others and loved to stay in the kitchen. Number 3, Mommy. The narrator of the story, a devoted parent and a good mother. Number 4, Daddy. A hard-working and caring man who is educated and exposed and knows a lot about the Bermuda Triangle. Now, let's go into other pictures in the book. The text type. The book is a fictional story. The publishers. The book was published by Longman Nigeria Limited. Its date of publication, 1986. Now, let's look into the setting in the book. The book is set into 2 different places of Nigeria, Enugu in the east and Lagos in the west. Now, I'm going to tell you the meaning of the pictures here. The blue and white picture on this section behind the boy is the Bermuda Triangle, where he was finding research about. This is where the airplanes and helicopters fly through. Now, the boy. The boy is Dobia, who is ambitious, determined, and focused. Thank you.
Wow. That is means in the National University, it will take him time to define his project. Can you imagine a child talking for about 30 minutes? That is the oratorical skills. So you can imagine giving some of us a speech where we stand for minutes reading. And the child is here just to display such kind of rhetorical skill. So that is the essence of this competition. It reminds me of the words of the greatest French general, Napoleon Bonaparte, who once said, "Show me the family of readers, and I will tell you the people that will rule the world." These are kids that will rule our world tomorrow. That is just clear for him having such kind of mastery to tell us more about his book. Thank you. About your book.
Good day, everyone. My name is Khadija Usman. I'm representing Soran International School. For this reading fair, the book I would like to talk about is called The Tempest, author William Shakespeare, illustrated by Suman Estron. The publishers are BJ Publishers. The publication date. The Tempest was first published in 1623. The Tempest was originally written as a play, but now compiled as a novel. My copy of this novel is an abridged version for young learners. The main characters in the book are Prospero and his daughter Miranda, Ariel, the kingly spirit, the king of Naples, Alonso, and his son Ferdinand, and Prospero's younger brother Antonio. The setting was in an island, Milan, and in the sea. The plot summary: long ago in the kingdom of Milan lived a Jew named Prospero and his only heir, Miranda, his daughter. Prospero's greedy brother Antonio joined forces with the king of Naples, Alonso, and overthrew Prospero from his throne and abandoned him and his 3-year-old daughter in the sea. They later found him with the help of a spirit named Ariel, invisible to all eyes but Prospero. They sought for forgiveness. Prospero forgave them, and they sailed back to Milan happily. Prospero reclaimed his dukedom, Ariel got his freedom back, and Prospero's daughter Miranda got married to the son of Alonso, Ferdinand, and they lived happily ever after. The conflict is when Prospero's younger brother Antonio and Alonso joined forces and overthrew Prospero from his throne. The resolution is when Prospero forgave them. The moral lessons in the book are: we should never pay evil with evil. Forgiveness is the best virtue, and what comes around goes around. We should always be kind to others. The author's purpose. The author wants to inform the readers to be creative and resourceful, just like how Prospero and Miranda were in the island as they managed the resources. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. You can all see the power of the reading fair, right? Deep erudition, fascinating education. Imagine what these kids are doing, telling us about the moral lessons. It's not only about the book, including the moral lessons. We have the next board. What's of the book?
The world is my forever.
Tell us about it.
One thing, beauty of mankind.
What are the characters?
Mars.
Can you tell us again? Where about the pictures? Come this way. Can you tell us about this picture? Anything?
All the monsters. All the monsters are Mars.
Oh, all the monsters are Mars? Wow. Any other thing to tell us? Is there anything you tell us again? Or you want to tell us anything about the book?
Tell you about the book.
Okay, go ahead. Tell us about it.
Making me think of one guy and another. And his mother knows him wealthy. And once without eating up. His mother sent him to bed without supper.
Okay, that was a good one. Thank you so much. Nice one. She's in nursery too. Wonderful. You can go from the king. Thank you. Tell us about it. Can you tell us about your book?
The title of my book is Jack and the Beanstalk by Stephen Keller.
Wow. How about that?
The main characters are Jack's mother, Giant, Typhoid, and the Beanstalk. Cottage, Cloud, Giant's Castle, and the
The conflict.
Giant's Jack and the Beanstalk.
Okay. Wow, that's a good one. Can you tell us anything about this illustration? This illustration. Is there anything you want to tell us about this illustration? Listen, what's happening here?
They were poor and they want to be rich.
Wow, that's a good one. Can we all put your hands together? Come on in, please. Thank you so much for the
It's about a boy named who has facial. It's about a boy named who has facial. It's about a boy named who has facial deformity, and he's born with it, and his mother works with him. Although the level of education gets harder, so his mom can't for him anymore. She has to send him. Before Augie starts school, the principal lets him meet three kids. They were Charlotte, Julian, and Jacqueline. Jacqueline later on became his best friend, and he helped him get through school, although Julian always bullied him. At the end, everyone loved him for his academic excellence and appreciated him for what he was. And at the end, he got an award for being the best graduating student. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much. Okay, you can go to work. Go to work. Okay. All the ingredients.
Hello, good morning. My name is Milaye. I'm in year 8. The title of my book is Fun House. The author is Diane Hall. It was set in an amusement park in South California. The author's purpose is to enable leaders to know that justice shall always prevail and the truth shall set them free. Student connection. This book reminds me of our daily modern lives where people do evil or unkind things to others for no good reason. The main characters are Tessa Landers, Gina Giambo, like Jorginho, St. Chalmers, Beckham, and Lampers. The plot summary. When the devil's elbow roller coaster goes off its track, and people are hot, everyone thinks it's just an accident. So no one listens to Tess when she says she saw someone tampering with the tracks. One person knows it's true and it's in a very dangerous way and will make sure Tess doesn't stand in the way. This book was published by a group of people called Scholastic. It was published in the year 1990 in the month of July. The conflict. Tess knows these aren't mere accidents. She's getting threats and answering phone calls and soon starting to realize the one house can indeed swear to death. Solution. Tess, who is stricken with the fear of dying, is shockingly saved by the Beckham, who she initially misjudged, with the help of her boyfriend, St. Chalmers, and she's delivered from the hands of her evil brother. The mood of this book. The book was quite sad at the beginning before it took a drastic turn towards the middle, but ends with a story that almost brings one to tears. The tone of the story. The book is quite informative but persuasive. It's informative because it's trying to inform us of how evil the world has become and how different
behind schedule. It's not in my nature, just that I found myself in the middle of so many political happenings this morning. I didn't know, but I apologize and I hope my apology is accepted. Is my apology accepted? Thank you very much. So Mr. James has succeeded in introducing me. My name is Halima Usman. I am an author, a children's author. I am originally a poet, and then I ventured into children's stories. I think some of my books are here. Okay, let me go up so that I can, the echoes from the speakers will, okay. So I came with some of my books and some of my magazines. Beyond just being a children's stories, and just last year I was able to author 7 of the children's stories that was launched in July 2021. Beyond being an author, I am also involved in what I call activism. I do a lot of activism in order to promote education. Okay, so these are some of my books. The Big Aquarium, Fauzia Saves the Day, Emeka the Farmer, Mr. Cockroach, thank you, Against the Odds, Kola and Lola, the Frontline Workers, Spellbound, which is my first original book. It's a collection of poetry published in 2008. Me and My Environment. Okay. These two are, this one is a collection of poems. This one is an anthology by the National Association of Students of English and Literary Studies, NASELS. It's published in my honor. I think it was in 2019. And this is one of my work supporting young authors. I published this work myself in order to encourage the author. So beyond writing books, like I was saying, I'm also involved in activism. My magazines are there, and I have a copy of each of the two. I have an NGO called Halima Factor Community Initiative, where I promote education, environment, and health issues. So we do an annual event called the Annual Gobe Day of Literature and Creativity. But from last year, it became the Northeast Festival of Literature, Culture, and Creativity, where we brought students from all the states in the Northeast, that include Borno, Yobe, Bauchi, Adamawa, Taraba, and Gombe State. We hosted them in Gombe State to have a poetry competition, cultural competition, interact with one another, share ideas, all with the intention of building peace and unity among the children. Because what is bedeviling Nigeria now, especially in the northeast, we all know the Boko Haram crisis. And until we begin to get and catch them young, we will lose a whole generation and we will all cry for it. So much of the things I am doing has to do with how to catch these children young, how to groom them up, how to give them focus, how to know that in them is embedded the talents and the abilities they need to sustain, to live and be sustained in this life. So that nobody will come and just cheat them by telling them, come and take 100,000 so that you can go and kill and destroy your future. But by what I do, I encourage the children to find in them the abilities and all that they need to discover themselves and use it for their potential good. So this morning, after introducing all of that, I did all of that because I want to talk to us briefly about the very theme of this year's book fair. When I saw the invitation, I saw read. And they say read for empathy, read for achievement, read for discovery. It's all about.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Darius Balogun. I'm a student of Premier International School. I'm in SS1. And this program is about exposure, getting children's attention to read books, and bringing people together to celebrate our reading culture. Thank you.
No, come back. So, getting children together to do what? Yes, can we have your face back down?
To read books.
So how many books have you read so far this month?
I've not read books this month because I've been reading for exam. But I've read a lot of books, mostly enlightening.
So can you give me in the month of February, how many books did you read?
Like 3. There are books by Rick and Percy Jackson and Magnus Chase.
Please a round of applause for him. So I will ask you more questions later, but be prepared. Alright, I hope you're all ready because I'm going to call you at any time. So please pay close attention to what I'm going to say. So reading. Reading for empathy, reading for advancement or achievement, and reading doesn't mean to read for empathy. As I'm asking myself, I'll be asking you as well. What does it mean to read for empathy? Who will help me out? Who will help me reading for empathy? How many minutes do I have, please, Mr. James?
Festival of Literature, Books and Creativity is an event she organized annually. And you've actually showcased everything that we need to hear here. She also made mention of career. I still recall most of our parents, they just believe that medicine, law, and other career are just the best. We don't try our best to ensure we see that gift in our kids so that we can have creative writers like Chimamanda and the rest. So the best we can do as parents is to find out that gift that the child has, getting that gift, will polish it, enhance it, and the gift could serve God and humanity. So we should be after identifying the gift of this kid rather than forcing them to do certain career. Thank you all. The keys are on my neck that they want to present their votes. So I want to believe the parents will be ready to.
The setting of the story prince, the huntsman, the queen, the king, the wicked woman, Snow White, and the huntsman.
Can you tell us anything there? The illustration.
The illustration of the story is presented by the prince in 1812.
Thanks so much. You are in which class?
Reception.
Wow, reception. Wow, that's a wonderful one. Thanks so much. Thank you. Okay, just like what we have here.
Good day, everyone. My name is Olumawu. I'm from Harvard Academy, Maitama, Abuja, and as you can see here, the title of my story is The Fairy Kitten. The author of the book is Enid Blyton. The illustrator of the book is Kate Davis. The characters in the book are John's mother, the Pixie Piper, the Fairy Kitten, and Robert. The setting of the story is in a cottage near the woods. The time of the story is in springtime at day. The tone and mood of the story. The tone is very simple. It's light, not too serious because of the nature of the story, which is of fairies and pixies, while the mood of the story is excitement and fancy. The author's purpose is mainly for entertainment, but is also informing us that pussy willows are fuzzy and like kittens. Now, the plot summary. The plot summary is going to contain the beginning, middle, ending, conflict, and resolution. Now, the plot summary. The book is about a boy named John who lives in a cottage near the woods. He lost his kitten and can't find it anywhere. His mom tells him to go and look in the forest, which he does. While he's looking in the forest, he hears a rustling sound in a gorse bush. So he creeps near the gorse bush, and instead of his kitten being inside, it's a pixie piper. The pixie piper asks why he is sad, and John tells him everything. So the pixie piper pulls out his pipe, plays a funny tune, and always looking at the pussy willow bush. One by one, all the pussy willows turn into little fairy kittens and dance all around him. Before
Then the wolf was rushing to Grandma's house. Then the wolf knocked on the door. Then Grandma said, "Who's there?" Then the wolf said, "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood." Then Grandma said, "Open the door." The door is open. Then the wolf opened the door and ate Grandma and dressed up like Grandma and lay down on the bed. Then, when Little Red Riding Hood arrived to Grandma's house, Little Red Riding Hood knocked on the door. Then, Little contestant. My name is Alessio Israel and I attend Tendaya Preparatory School. I am in year 3 review of the book titled Lorax by Dr. Seuss. Plot summary, beginning. A boy wants to learn about the Lorax. He's told that the only way to learn about it is to go to the monster's home, give him 15 pence, 1 nail, and the shell of a great-great-great-grandfather's name. He does as told, and the monster tells him how it all began. Whisper my phone. The monster says he came upon a large forest filled with beautiful and colorful attractions. He says that he opened a small shop and cut down a truffle tree and knitted something that he calls need. Something that he says everyone needs. Needles. He starts cutting down more and more trees and selling more and more needs. Until he summons the creature called the Lorax. The Lorax says that he speaks for the trees and warns the monster that he should stop cutting down all the trees. The monster doesn't listen to him and calls his relatives to come and help him in his meat factory. And they start cutting down more and more trees and selling more and more seeds. And they hear a loud sound of the last truffle tree falling to the ground. With no more truffle trees, they couldn't make any more seeds and the factory closed down. The monster's relatives left, and because of all the pollution they made, all the monster animal friends couldn't stay anymore. Right before the Lorax disappeared, he left a small pile of dirt with one word on it, unless. The monster has been wondering and working what it meant until he says it's figured it out. The monster says that unless someone like you cares a whole lot about the trees, nothing is going to get better. The monster slows down the last tree last year and tells him that he should plant it, protect it from any axes that may want to cut it down, and maybe, just maybe, the Lorax and his friends will come back. The end. The Lorax is the good guy in the story and wants to stop the monster from cutting down all the trees, but the monster just won't listen. The setting of the story is an imaginary land in a truffle forest that once grew in the street of the lifted Lorax. The time it took place in, most of the story was in the past, but parts of it were in the present. Conflict. The conflict is the monster kept on cutting down more and more trees and couldn't listen to the Lorax's warning. Solution or resolution. The solution of the story is that the monster keeps one more seed. the last seed and gives it to someone who plants others' purpose. The reason Dr. Seuss made this story is to pass a serious message to the readers about the dangers of cutting down trees and environmental pollution. Tone or mood. The tone of the story is serious and the mood is gloomy and humorous because of the funny lines that Dr. Seuss put in the story.
My review is The Diary of Going Picnic, The Wrecking Ball. The main characters are Greg, Roderick, Frank, Susan, Ronnie.
My name is Renan Selecta here. I'm from SS2 in the Olumawu School of C2, and I'm here to present on my book. The title of my book is Parental Influence on Children Career Choice and Development, written by Udele James and published by Zixon Global Ventures Kaduna on the 1st of March 2021. The summary of the book. The book starts off by telling us what a career is, which is the totality of one's experience which he uses to make a living for himself. It then goes on to talk about the psychological and sociological factors that parents need to put in place to help a child choose a career path for their children. Such psychological factors include intelligence, ability, aptitude, self-concept, and interest. Allow me to explain. The intelligence of a child is the main factor needed for a child to choose what career path he wants. For example, if a child does very well in math, but is not really that good when math goes deeper, for example, further math, he will be more inclined to management courses and accounting courses. And if a child is very good oratorily and as a journalist, he will do well in journalism and law. The sociological factors include peers, family, and the environment. If a child comes from a poor family or a family that isn't really endowed, he wouldn't naturally aspire to be more than what the pocket can afford for him. And if he walks around with people who have a like mind, for example, if he walks around a group who want to be footballers, you will see that naturally he will also like to be a footballer, not minding if he is good at football or not. Really drives hard that every child has a gift given to him from God, and the roles of parents is that the parents should nurture that gift. A child is just like a piece of gold. The gold must go through several processes before it is refined enough for it to be the gold that shines to the world. Text connection. The book reminds me of my close acquaintance Michael, whose parents have chosen that he has to do medicine, but he isn't really good at it, and he isn't finding it really easy at all. Opportunities that will suit their subjects. Thank you.
To our better souls. I am here to give you an analysis of the book called When the Sun Descends, as written on my board. First of all, let's look at the author. The author of the book When the Sun Descends is Uche Nyeragu, as you can see written on my board here, who is from Anambra State. He obtained his BA and MA degrees from Nnamdi Azikiwe University, where he studied English language and literature. Uche had in 1998 won ABS essay competition, and in 2001 he won the Plateau Literacy Award. Now let's look at the summary. The book When the Sun Descends is based around a boy named Eze, who is known to be unserious with his studies and is from a poor family. His family encourages him to do better, and when Eze realizes his mistakes, he turned a new leaf, and in the future, there are about 8 characters in the book, but I'm not going to talk about 5. 1. Chike. He is the father of Eze and spent most of his time under his unproductive landlord's tree. He also taps palm trees to get palm wine of the finest quality. 2. Eze. He is the son of Chike and Opima and is the protagonist of this novel. 3. Onyebu. He is the friend of Eze that always helps Theme of optimism. The book tells us that we should be hopeful and have confidence in our future. 2. Theme of education. Early is respected in the society for having acquired education. 3. Bad company corrupts good manners. Early worked with less serious minded, and as a result, he failed to pass his examination. 4. No time is too late. After all the mistakes Eze made, he still was successful in life. Now, let's look at the text type. The book While the Sun Descends is a fictional prose, and the author used simple and direct language. The book is rich in onomatopoeia, pidgin English, and a touch of local dialect, which makes the book nice and interesting to read. And finally, the setting. The author used the place Onitsha, which is located at the eastern part of Nigeria. And some other features of the books are: the publisher of the book is Vintex N Publishers, and the publication date is 2006. And the general message is any mistake made can be corrected. That is to say, the only problem without a solution is death.
From the inside school. The title of my story is Captain Underpants and the Invasion of the Incredibly Naughty Captivated from Outer Space. The author is Dad Pinky. The plot summary. There are two boys named Harold and George. They are best friends and they love to read comics together and do things that are very fun. So one day, 3 aliens came to Earth to invade Earth with zombie nerds, and they said they did. George and Harold had to save the day with the aliens' super evil anti-evil zombie nerd jokes and their comic character Captain Underpants with Captain Underpants' superpowers. Audacity, friendliness, and imagination. The mood of the story is fantasy, amusement, and tension. The author's purpose is to amuse and inspire readers to read more of these books. Main characters: George Bird, Harold Hudson, Mr. Kirk, the evil aliens, Zorks, Clarks, and Jennifer. The context of this story is when the aliens came to invade Earth with their zombie aliens, and then Captain Underpants saw the the giant gave her 2 of his big shoes. So now she had enough food for her and her children to live in. The plot of the story is there is an old woman. The main character of the story is the old woman. The conflict was that the shoe was too small for her and her children. The settings was in the small shoe, in the mall, and beside the river. The
The place of the publisher is Justice Place Publishers. The main characters of the story are Pero, the protagonist, and Roxanne, the antagonist, and Abamas, Apero's wife. The setting of the story is in the city and the slum. A slum is an area in the city that is poor or where poor people live and in bad conditions. The Holy Godson is a story about a family who live in poverty and ignorance. It portrays empty promises that people made and how they were to make you believe that they mean well for you when on the contrary their intentions are hollow. The protagonist, Apero, had 7 daughters and 2 sons. His wife was expecting their 10th child.
Not to present herself, but she didn't present her own book that she got. She's just in the phone.
His wife was expecting the 10th child, but unfortunately, the baby did not come as the others because an operation was due. He met the doctor's consent at his threshold, and she offered him love, and Aaron became his provider.
Really want this country to grow.
Apero's wife, Abama, had another baby.
Bringing
Apero's wife, Abama, had another baby girl. Though disappointed, Apero was comforted by his God said, today I'll be with you from Aristotle. She just was going down with her as she struggled because the was short and tried to of the story where all the chaos resolution. Johnson has been command. The upper initially enterprise the line and policies that the others work and study were vulnerable because of poverty and ignorance. But for the help of God,
What we're doing this year, like winner for this story gets awarded a prize, maybe an A. This will be very beneficial.
Because we are politics called the competition, we have to listen to our kids. It is not criteria of the just like I explained the other time, we have rules, guidelines that will navigate the winner of this competition. So parents, our kids here just to give them insight about what they are prepared. The very comes to judgment, there are criteria, there are rules which the judges are there to judge. The police
I would like to advise everyone to be determined, to be motivated, to be inspired, which is very important to me. And trust me, you will reach where you want to be. I thank you all.
Okay, thanks so much. Sorry, who underestimates the letter outside the Saduma question? Please let me come forward. Council, you want this one? Council, okay, thank you. Okay, everyone put your hands together. Okay, let's move on for a snapshot.
For the elderly ones here, the books are mostly for children.
Okay. What do you have to say? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much for being this time. We really appreciate the people of the country. Rapentos International School, get ready. Premier International School. We are issuing the certificate to Premier International School now. Next, we have Best Path School. Best Path School. Listen International School. Woodside International School. Okay, thank you, Salima.
I used to bid for this one. And this one is okay.
Sunrise Islamic School. That's Sunrise International School. Montage International School. Acme International School. Chi
Now over to upper primary.